when you're going around the acquisition opportunity wheel, another way that I would like for you to think about it is in what is it that either the company that you're consulting in and doing an earn-in for, or the company that you are thinking of acquiring, or the company that you already own, what is it that you can do acquisition-wise to grow that company the fastest? And so when I started thinking about each of the things on the wheel, the media, team, systems, product, services, supply, distribution, et cetera, it was, well, why do we want that? And if we think about what's our why in acquisition first, then it can help us decide what to do first. So where's the greatest opportunity or need or weakness in the company, and then go from there. So think about if you need leads. If you need leads, then you want to go for media acquisitions, right? And if you want to go for team, if you need infrastructure, then that's teams and systems. So if you're lacking the prospects to sell your stuff to, then you want to acquire media because that's going to give you more leads. If you need to have a more robust infrastructure so that you can service more leads, and that's the thing that we like. The very first deal I did with Ryan Dice and Perry Belcher and Richard Lindner was a water filter company, and we went in. And I remember we went out to this way out in the middle of nowhere. I had to zoom out on Google Maps 3 or 4 times before I even saw a city that I recognized, and that was Abilene. So it wasn't like a big city, we told them, we said, as we do this deal, one of the biggest challenges that we have is that the company's not ready for the business that we get. So if we turn on leads and you start getting more customers and you can't handle it, then that's going to be bad. It's going to create bad, not goodwill, but bad will in the industry, and your team's going to get demoralized, and it can be a real problem. They were like, oh no, we could grow 2-3 times, no problem. And we sent them a bunch of leads and they completely fell apart. So when you're thinking about getting your company to grow, then you want to be sure that the infrastructure is there. And so that means that you're going to want to acqui-hire. You're going to want to acquire teams and systems that already exist in other companies, or divisions or asset bases of other companies. So that's infrastructure kind of things, right? That's sales teams, in and out ops, those kinds of things. And then if you want to increase the profitability, there's a couple of things that you could do. Like, just increasing profits is different than increasing margin. Margin is the amount, the percentage of profit that you make per transaction, but goosing profits itself can be very helpful as well. And of course, revenue. So to do that, you want to increase your lifetime customer value. If you want to increase lifetime customer value, one of the easiest ways to do that is to buy products and services, right? So BDA, by the way, is a new thing that I added. That's before, during, and after products. So what are the services and the products that your existing customer base is already buying before they make the decision to buy with your company? While they're making the decision to buy with your company, what else are they buying around the same time? And then what will they be buying immediately after and for, say, the next 6 to 12 months? Then you should be acquiring BDA products, because those are products they're already buying. And it's one of the easiest ways for you to add those to your product mix. And then that increases your lifetime customer value, okay? Which will increase both revenue and profits. Now, then we get to, and also, by the way, existing customers are 9 times more likely to buy than a prospect, right? So one of the first places when I consult in is I say, how can we increase LCV? And what else can we sell to our existing customers? Because we're focusing right now, if let's say that we're spending $100,000 a month on media to attract new people who are lookers, and then we're spending $10,000 a month, or more likely zero per month, to sell BDA products to the people who already bought from us, the BDA 10K is probably, if you think that's 9 times more effective, it's about equal to 90,000. So if we spend 10,000 trying to get our existing customers base to buy more stuff, or acquiring, right? Because you can think of your media spend over on the lead acquisition side as your acquisition budget. So if you're spending $90,000 a month over here to attract new leads, and you only had to spend $10,000 to acquire something, $10,000 a month to acquire something that would be a BDA product that you could sell to an existing customer, then that's 9 times more effective, right? 9 times more effective. And it will increase your brand equity and a whole bunch of other things. So when we're thinking about how can we increase LCV, lifetime customer value, let's look at these things. Then we get to, well, how can we actually make more money? What if the margin right now, because I'm doing a new product right now that'll be coming out in a few months called Turnaround University, right? Now, one of the things that you want to think about is when you're looking at a company that needs to turn around is, why are we losing money? And it might be any of these reasons that are listed here, but a lot of time it's just that, well, we're either not making enough revenue or our costs are too high and our margin's not enough. So you can increase margin by decreasing costs, right? And one of the ways that you can decrease costs is to consolidate your supply and distribution chain. So if you need help for your company or the company you're consulting with in increasing their profit margin to turn them around from a loss to profitability, one of the ways to do that is to consolidate supply and distribution through vertical integration. And then of course we have all the things that we talked about there. Then when you get to innovation and adaptability, maybe the company's just stale, right? Their products are a little bit played out. Their customers have bought. There's new competitors in the market that are doing things better or different, or they're new techniques that you've discovered that other people have, or new strategies, or any new IP that people have. IP is the way that you can get innovation and adaptability into your company. So if you've got a company, again, if you're turning around as well, then one of the things that you can do is go out and look to acquire IP. So patents, copyrights, trademarks, and that sort of thing. And then capital. One of the easiest ways to get capital, other than when the government gives away free money like it did here in the United States for the first round of PPPs. Unfortunately, the new ones aren't nearly as easy or fun or good to get. But one of the easiest ways to get capital is to increase your valuation. So that, think about, if you could double the valuation, then the cost of capital is just so much less. So what can you do to help boost your valuation? And again, when I'm talking with companies that I'm consulting with, I do this, right? To get capital, one of the easiest things to do is to get MRR. So that's when we do all of the MRR stuff like auto ships, boxes, memberships, those kinds of things. And then of course you can acquire your competitors. That's the thing that's easiest. And now, why do you acquire competitors? One of the best reasons is for competitive advantage and market share. So that's the direct and indirect competitors, which I think are on here too. Yep, there we go. So this is kind of version 2.0 of the acquisition wheel that you should be looking at. And so I just wanted to share that with you for those of you who didn't get it. And those of you who have seen this new version, it really makes a difference. And so I feel like it's kind of an opportunity finder to guide you, because a lot of people say, well, I got all these, these areas that are on here, right? And there's 7 different places I can go to acquire. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. Well, start with the challenge that you've got. Find your acquisition why, and then you'll know exactly what to do.